Have you ever wondered why Toyota keeps dominating the road while others fade away? It's not luck. It's not just marketing. It's the psychology of trust, innovation, and long-term vision, all embedded into every model they release. Car lovers know this. When Toyota announces future plans, the entire automotive world pays attention. And right now, what's coming in 2026 and 2027 is nothing short of revolutionary. Before we dive into the list, here's a reason to stick around till the end. Because the final models on this list include long-awaited icons and bold surprises that even hardcore fans didn't see coming. If you're passionate about driving, design, or just love staying ahead of the automotive curve, this is the kind of insider knowledge that puts you miles ahead. Now let's set the scene. Toyota is not just a car company. It's a global automotive giant that shaped how we drive for decades. In 2023, it sold more than 11 million vehicles worldwide, securing its title as the world's top-selling automaker. But what's more impressive isn't just how many cars they sell, it's why people buy them. Psychologically, Toyota has built a brand identity around security, predictability, and peace of mind. For the average driver, that means fewer breakdowns. For the car enthusiast, it means a platform they can trust. Whether it's tuning a GR86, off-roading a 4Runner, or daily driving a Camry hybrid, the relationship goes deeper than just driving. It's about consistency and emotional connection. But Toyota isn't staying in the past. While others rushed into EVs to catch headlines, Toyota quietly developed solid-state battery technology, refined hybrid systems, and redesigned their platforms from the ground up. In fact, by 2030, they plan to invest over $70 billion into electrification alone. The results of that investment are starting to show, and 2026 and 2027 will be peak years of delivery. This isn't just a new generation of cars. It's a shift in Toyota's core identity. For decades, Toyota was known for bulletproof reliability. Now, it's reliability plus cutting-edge technology. It's no longer just practical, it's aspirational. Toyota's upcoming models reflect a bold blend of form and function, emotion and logic, a balance that deeply resonates with car lovers. Why does that matter to you? Because psychology tells us something important. When brands evolve in sync with user desires, not just trends, they build loyalty for life. Toyota knows this. They're not just reacting to market demand, they're shaping it. When they design an electric SUV, it's not a rushed concept. It's been tested, refined, and aligned with how real people live and drive. Now, let's talk about what makes 2026 to 2027 so critical. First, it's the year we'll start to see Toyota's solid-state battery vehicles hit the market. These batteries charge faster, last longer, and offer better safety than traditional lithium-ion. Toyota has already demonstrated breakthroughs in this tech, and they've promised that by 2027 they'll release EVs. With 1,000 kilometers, 620 miles of range, and 10-minute fast charging. That's game-changing. Second, we'll see the evolution of Toyota's beloved models. Some redesigned for the modern era, others reborn entirely. Think more aggressive styling, tighter handling, smarter interiors, and even more driver-centric features. Whether you're into hybrid efficiency or high-revving performance, Toyota has something in the pipeline that speaks to your gearhead soul. And third, Toyota is focusing heavily on diversity of options. Not every market is ready for full EVs, and Toyota gets that. So, in 2026 and 2027, we'll see a unique balance. Hybrids, plug-in hybrids, full electrics, and traditional gas engines all designed to coexist. This means more choices for more drivers. You're not being forced into one future. You're being offered several paths. That level of awareness isn't just smart, it's psychologically reassuring. Studies in consumer behavior show that when people feel they have options, they're far more likely to commit. Toyota's strategy taps into this core human need, the desire for control, and that's why they continue to win over drivers in every category. In short, Toyota isn't just launching new vehicles. They're launching a new era, from the family-friendly SUV that can go electric without range anxiety, to the compact sports car that stays true to manual control. Toyota's next generation is built on the understanding that driving is still an emotional experience. They're not chasing hype. They're crafting a future that honors why people fell in love with cars in the first place. So if you're a true car lover, someone who studies every line of a headlight, who notices the feedback of a steering wheel, who compares power-to-weight ratios for fun, this video is made for you. Stay locked in, because up next, we're revealing the 10 new Toyota models arriving in 2026 and 2027. And trust me, a few of them will make your heart race. Let's get into the list. Let's start with the future-focused machines, Toyota's next-generation electric and hybrid models that are set to reshape the automotive landscape. One of the most talked-about entries is the Toyota BZ5 This is expected to be a fully electric three-row SUV and part of Toyota's expanding BZ Beyond Zero lineup. Positioned as a sibling to the BZ4 but with more space, more tech, and more capability, the BZ5 is designed to take on the likes of Tesla's Model X and Hyundai's Ioniq 7. Based on early prototypes and concept reveals, it's clear that Toyota is aiming for a clean, minimalist design language, combined with advanced software integration, AI-assisted driving, and an ultra-quiet cabin. What makes the BZ5 exciting isn't just that it's electric, it's that it's being developed with real-world practicality in mind. Toyota knows their audience. People want range, reliability, and room. The expected driving range will be around 400 to 500 kilometers per charge, which puts it solidly in the sweet spot for families and long-distance drivers. The interior, likely based on the ETNGA platform, will prioritize space optimization, modular seating, and digital interfaces designed for intuitive use. Next on the radar is the 2026 Prius, and this isn't just a refresh. It's a redefinition. The current gen Prius already shocked many with its sleek redesign and more powerful hybrid drivetrain, but 2026 is expected to go even further. Toyota is aiming to enhance the electric range for the plug-in hybrid version, possibly pushing beyond 80 kilometers of EV-only driving. Combine that with an aerodynamic profile and a potential solid-state battery update, and you get a Prius that's not just efficient, it's desirable. Psychologically, this shift matters. The Prius was once viewed as a purely rational choice, a smart move for your wallet and the planet. But Toyota is now infusing emotion into that logic. The sharp lines, bold LED lighting, and coupe-like silhouettes speak to a different mindset, one that values sustainability without giving up identity. That's a smart move, especially as younger drivers look for style as much as substance. Another electric model making waves is the Toyota Compact Cruiser EV. If the name sounds familiar, it should. It's a spiritual successor to the rugged Land Cruiser, but reimagined for urban explorers and General Z buyers. This isn't a soft city EV. Toyota's design language here includes boxy styling, roof racks, thick tires, and a high ground clearance. All the signals that speak to freedom, adventure, and independence. While official specs haven't been confirmed, the compact cruiser is expected to offer dual-motor all-wheel drive and around 300 kilometers of range, making it a fun and functional EV for active lifestyles. This model taps directly into what psychologists call experience branding. It's not just about the product, it's about what it enables. In this case, off-road weekend trips, city-to-trail flexibility, and the idea that owning a Toyota means owning your own time. And that's a powerful message, especially for buyers in their 20s and 30s. Now let's talk about Toyota's hybrid empire. No other automaker has a more proven track record in hybrid technology. Since launching the first Prius in 1997, Toyota has sold over 20 million hybrids worldwide. And that experience gives them a unique advantage. They've mastered the art of blending combustion and electric power for optimal performance and reliability. That's why in 2026 to 2027, Toyota is expanding its hybrid presence rather than abandoning it. Expect more models to come standard as hybrids, including future versions of the Corolla Cross, RAV4, and even the Camry. These won't just be about fuel economy anymore. Toyota is engineering hybrids that feel more dynamic, with quicker torque delivery, better ride comfort, and seamless transitions between power sources. This also addresses a major psychological barrier with full EVs, range anxiety. Many drivers still worry about battery limits, especially in cold climates or remote areas. Toyota's hybrid-first approach reassures those drivers. It says, you don't have to compromise. You can have efficiency and confidence in the same vehicle. That duality is what builds brand trust over time. We should also mention Toyota's quiet work on hydrogen fuel cell vehicles. While this may not impact the global market just yet, models like the updated Toyota Mirai continue to show Toyota's long-term thinking. In Japan and select parts of the US, the Mirai remains a clean, zero-emission option for buyers who want something beyond battery electric. It may not be mainstream in 2026, but it proves that Toyota is not putting all its eggs in one basket. Across all of these models, one pattern becomes clear: Toyota is designing for adaptability. Whether you live in a cold climate, commute long distances, prioritize cargo space, or just want something exciting to drive, there's an option being prepared for you. This level of personalization speaks to a fundamental human need: to be understood. When brands offer choices that reflect how people actually live, those people respond with loyalty. And that's exactly why Toyota continues to dominate year after year. So, what you're seeing with these new electric and hybrid models isn't just about powertrains, it's about purpose. Toyota understands that cars are emotional objects. They represent freedom, security, progress, and even identity. By offering innovation wrapped in familiarity, Toyota is making sure that car lovers feel the excitement of the future without losing the trust of the past. The result? A lineup that doesn't just meet expectations, it reshapes them. While Toyota leads in efficiency and future mobility, there's another side of the brand that triggers something far deeper in the hearts of car lovers: performance. It's the feeling of raw connection to the road, the joy of rev matching through a tight corner, the harmony between driver and machine. And for 2026 to 2027, Toyota is turning up the volume on that passion. First up is the evolution of the GR86, Toyota's compact rear-wheel drive sports coupe. For over a decade, it served as the affordable gateway into performance driving. Now, the 2026 version is expected to raise the bar. While still honoring its lightweight roots and natural handling dynamics, Toyota is rumored to be working on a hybrid powertrain version, one that adds low-end torque without sacrificing the purity of the drive. This move is important. Psychologically, car enthusiasts want modern tech, but not at the cost of feel. That tactile steering, the perfectly balanced chassis, the satisfaction of rowing through the gears, these are emotional hooks that no EV can fully replicate. Toyota seems to understand this perfectly. Their engineers, especially those behind the Gazoo Racing division, have spoken publicly about their desire to preserve the analog joy of cars even in a digital era. Then there's the legendary Toyota Supra. Already a fan favorite, the current gen Supra was developed in partnership with BMW, sharing its platform with the Z4. But what makes it special is how Toyota tuned it: the steering, the suspension, the throttle mapping, all crafted with driving emotion in mind. For 2027, the Supra is expected to receive its most significant update yet. Insiders suggest improvements to both styling and performance, a more aggressive front fascia, updated LED signature lighting, and a potential power bump to over 400 horsepower for the inline-6 model. More importantly, Toyota is rumored to be keeping the manual transmission option, a decision that resonates deeply with performance purists. Manual cars now represent less than 2% of total sales globally, but to enthusiasts, that 2% is everything. This decision speaks to identity. Studies in automotive psychology reveal that performance drivers view manual cars as an extension of self-control, full command over the machine. And when brands acknowledge that with real options, they're not just building cars, they're building loyalty. Now let's talk about something even more exciting: the possible return of the Toyota Celica. While not officially confirmed, Toyota has filed fresh trademarks for the Celica name in several markets, igniting speculation across the community. If it returns in 2026 or 2027, expect a sleek two-door coupe likely positioned between the GR86 and Supra, perhaps with a plug-in hybrid powertrain that blends speed with efficiency. The original Celica was known for its motorsport pedigree and distinctive design. Bringing it back could be more than a marketing move. It could reconnect Toyota to its emotional past. Nostalgia is a powerful force. Research shows that emotionally charged memories, like the first time someone drove a Celica in the 90s, can directly influence purchasing decisions today. If Toyota leans into that nostalgia, with modern tech underneath, they're not just selling a car, they're rekindling a relationship. Performance doesn't stop at coupes, though. The GR Corolla continues to build its status as a rally-bred, track-ready hot hatch. For 2026 to 2027, minor refreshes are expected, likely around tech integration, suspension tuning, and possibly a limited edition trim focused on weight reduction. But the real story is the philosophy behind it. The GR Corolla is a statement, a manual-only, all-wheel drive, turbocharged machine built in a time when most brands are ditching fun for functionality. Toyota is showing that fun can be functional. That's a direct appeal to enthusiasts who feel left behind by the broader shift to electrification. Toyota isn't forgetting them. They're giving them something to believe in. There's also talk about more Gazoo Racing GR variants coming to different models. A GR version of the Camry or CHR could happen, combining practicality with aggressive design and sport-tuned performance. It's a smart psychological play, bridging the gap between everyday ownership and weekend excitement. Drivers don't just want a commute, they want a connection. What ties all of this together is Toyota's internal design philosophy known as Wakudoki. It translates loosely to heart-pumping excitement, and it's a core value within Toyota's performance division. They aren't just making fast cars, they're engineering experiences that awaken something inside the driver. That emotional spark is key, because long after the spec sheets are forgotten, what people remember is how the car made them feel. This emotional targeting isn't accidental. Toyota knows that performance cars, even niche ones, serve as brand amplifiers. When a GR Supra or GR Corolla wins attention at a car meet or a racetrack, it reinforces Toyota's credibility across the board. That enthusiasm trickles down to hybrid buyers, SUV drivers, even first-time Toyota owners. It creates what marketers call a halo effect, where the energy of performance elevates the entire brand. So, whether it's the raw purity of the GR86, the legacy of the Supra, the hopeful return of the Celica, or the rally roots of the GR Corolla, Toyota's performance lineup for 2026 to 2027 is built with intent. Every curve, every gear, every heartbeat behind the wheel is a deliberate act to reconnect drivers with what made them fall in love with cars in the first place. And that connection is rare in today's market. While many automakers are chasing trends, Toyota is remembering why people drive. While performance sparks emotion and electrification drives innovation, it's the everyday vehicles, SUVs, crossovers, and trusted family favorites that quietly shape Toyota's dominance. These are the machines built not just to impress, but to endure. And in 2026 to 2027, Toyota is redefining what reliability looks like in a modern world. Let's start with one of the most anticipated releases, the 2026 Toyota RAV4. As the world's best-selling SUV for multiple years, the RAV4 holds a unique place in global automotive culture. It's not flashy, it's not extreme, but it works. That's precisely what makes it powerful. The next-gen RAV4 is expected to feature a full redesign built on the updated TNGA-K platform, which offers better rigidity, ride comfort, and crash safety. From leaked patents and insider reports, we're anticipating a bolder, more squared-off exterior design, with sharper LED lighting, more defined body lines, and larger wheel arches. Toyota understands that design is no longer just an aesthetic choice. It's a form of communication. A confident stance suggests safety, stability, and strength, all of which appeal directly to the psychology of families, commuters, and weekend adventurers alike. Mechanically, the 2026 RAV4 is likely to go fully hybrid across most trims. This shift isn't just about fuel savings, it's about long-term resilience. Hybrid engines reduce wear on internal components, require fewer brake replacements due to regenerative systems, and consistently outperform traditional gasoline vehicles in urban environments. For the user, that means peace of mind, less maintenance, fewer stops, more time. This approach directly targets what psychologists call cognitive load reduction. In a world full of stress and uncertainty, people gravitate toward brands that simplify life. Toyota has built decades of reputation around that idea, and the RAV4 continues to serve as a proof point. Another highly anticipated release is the return of a true icon, the Toyota Land Cruiser 250, tailored for the US market. While the Land Cruiser 300 series went global, it skipped the US due to its luxury-focused positioning. Now, Toyota is bringing back a more affordable, rugged version that reconnects with the nameplate's roots. Built on the GAF body-on-frame platform shared with the new Lexus GX, the Land Cruiser 250 will feature a 4-liter turbocharged hybrid I-Force Max powertrain, offering strong towing capacity and off-road ability without compromising fuel efficiency. Unlike its more premium predecessors, this version strips down unnecessary luxury and focuses on functionality. Chunky controls, physical buttons, washable surfaces, and a square profile that screams trail readiness. This is more than a model update, it's a repositioning. Toyota is bringing the Land Cruiser back to its authentic identity, a go-anywhere, last-forever utility vehicle built for people who think long-term. That matters because in human decision-making, especially when it comes to vehicles, perceived durability often outweighs style or even performance. When people buy a Land Cruiser, they're not just buying a vehicle, they're investing in something they believe will outlast trends, terrain, and time. And speaking of endurance, Toyota is finally ready to unveil the next-generation 4Runner, expected to arrive in 2026. After more than a decade without a full redesign, the 4Runner is set for a complete transformation while maintaining the body-on-frame toughness that made it a legend. The upcoming 4Runner will also share its GAF platform with the Land Cruiser and Tacoma, providing improved ride quality, handling, and structural safety. Rumors suggest a switch to the same 4-liter hybrid turbo engine, which will offer more torque and better fuel economy than the aging V6. Expect a refreshed interior with larger infotainment, digital driver displays, and Toyota's latest Safety Sense suite. But most importantly, the new 4Runner is expected to keep its core DNA, true off-road capability, a solid rear axle, high ground clearance, and a loyal aftermarket following. This is a vehicle that appeals directly to the adventure archetype, the psychological drive to explore, to challenge boundaries, to escape routine. In an age where many SUVs are just tall sedans, the 4Runner remains a tool built for those who still value raw mechanical capability. Alongside these major names, Toyota is also refreshing daily icons like the Toyota Camry and Highlander, both of which are moving further into hybrid standardization. The Camry, long known for its practicality and comfort, is set to adopt more coupe-like design cues, stronger hybrid systems, and possibly an AWD variant, making it more versatile for diverse climates and driving styles. The Highlander, Toyota's popular three-row family SUV, will likely see improvements in passenger space, cargo flexibility, and tech integration. Expect Toyota to push harder on safety and semi-autonomous driving features as part of their ongoing commitment to low-stress driving environments. These improvements aren't just functional, they're emotional reassurances. Parents want to know their kids are safe. Drivers want to know their vehicle will start every morning, regardless of weather or mileage. And Toyota delivers on those expectations in a way that few brands can match. What ties all these models together, from the new RAV4 to the reborn Land Cruiser, is a clear focus on utility, longevity, and trust. These vehicles don't need to prove themselves with record lap times or flashy ads. Their appeal is quiet, consistent, and rooted in the psychology of dependability. When people buy a Toyota SUV or sedan, they're often not just choosing a car. They're choosing certainty in an uncertain world. And that's Toyota's true competitive edge.